Get inspiration. You don't have to be young, flexible or strong. It's your time to shine. Yoga can be right for anybody, 'cause it's a yoga on your time.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Yoga on Your Time. My name's Rachel. I am here on the Hillsborough River in Silver Springs. I'm here to lead you through a beginner's Hatha yoga class. So if you have been interested in yoga and want to learn the steps to feel comfortable in classes, this is the class for you. You are going to work out. You're going to have some, you're going to sweat a little, but we'll also stretch you out, and I will give you cues. You can use blocks as props. You can also use books or anything that resembles these. I hope you like it. If you do like my channel, please remember to like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Right now, we have baby gators hatching, and it's pretty exciting. So, in the spirit of beginning, we're going to do a beginner's practice. So, hop into some comfy, stretchable clothes, and let's get started. Finding a comfortable seated position. If you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, if you don't feel like you can get lift through your spine, you can take a block or a book or a blanket and just sit it under your sit bones so that your hips are higher than your legs. You can also start laying down, but I encourage you to try it sitting up. All right, so we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose, fill all the way up from belly to chest. Hold it at the top, and then open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. And we're going to take 2 more just like that. Breathe in through the nose, fill all the way up from belly to chest. Hold it at the top. And sigh it out. Last time. Deepest breath you can. Breathe in through the nose, filling from belly to heart. Holding it at the top. And then letting it go through the mouth. Good. You can close your lips now. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. Continuing to lengthen the inhales and exhales. And also continuing to find the expansion in the belly and then in the chest. Taking deep, steady breaths, we're going to just notice where our bodies are. Notice how we feel today in our body, but also in our emotions. Just notice without judging. And for today's practice, we're going to commit to growth. We're going to set that intention for learning a new practice and committing to sticking to that practice, committing to taking care of yourself, taking the time out of every day to make time to care for your body and your mind and your spirit. And with that, you can bring your hands to heart center in prayer position in front of your chest. Set that intention for yourself. Maybe say a little prayer or affirmation. I am committed to my practice. I am committed to my growth. I am committed to taking care of myself, my body, my spirit, my mind. Move your chin towards your chest. Bow towards your fingers. Really set that intention for yourself. And when you're ready, you can release the hands down by the sides. If you need the block still, keep the block. I am going to remove the block. Still sitting tall, pressing down through the sit bones, extending up through the crown of the head. We're going to start with a little spinal warm-up. So we're going to inhale our arms up overhead. Shoulders down away from the ears, and then on an exhale, we're going to bring our right hand down to the right, press into the right hand, and reach up and over with the left arm. Take 2 deep breaths into your side here. Or 3. On an inhale, come up. Reach up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to your other side. Bring your left hand down, press into the left hand, reach up and over with the right. Trying to keep the heart spiraled open towards the sky. A few deep breaths here into your side. And here comes Ducky to yell at the boats going by. One more deep breath. Exhale. And inhale up the center. Reach. Really pressing down through those sit bones, extending up. Exhale. We're going to bring the arms back. Elbows back, shoulder blades back, lift through the heart, lift through the chin. One deep breath into the chest here. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, chin comes parallel to the floor. Exhale, you're going to slowly walk the hands forward, keeping the back straight. If this is where you are, this is where you are. Otherwise, walk yourself as far as you can with a flat back. And you can press into the floor, pressing your hips away from you so that you can get space between the vertebrae. Then look straight down at the mat so that there's a long extension from tailbone all the way through the head. A couple deep breaths here. And then on an inhale, slowly walk your hands back up. Good. We're gonna switch the crossing of our legs. And now we're gonna inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale the right hand down to the right. Reaching up and over. Inhale to come back up. Exhaling over to the left. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand comes back behind you. Look back over your right shoulder, keeping your shoulders above the hips. Take a deep breath into the belly here. Feel your spine lengthen. Exhale and deepen your twist. Inhale brings you forward. Look forward. Reach up. Exhaling to the other side, we're going to bring our right hand to our left knee, left hand back behind our sit bones, looking out over our left shoulder. Take deep breath into the belly here. Exhale completely, deepening that twist. On your next inhale, look forward, reach up. And now we're going to bring our hands back behind us. Press into the hands, teepee the hands, lift through the heart, lift up. One breath here. Exhale. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Come all the way down, forward fold. And walk the hands back towards you. We're going to undo the crossing of the legs. Reach them out in front of us. Maybe give them a little jiggle or a windshield wipe from side to side. And then we're going to come onto all fours. All right, so here we are. This can be very uncomfortable for beginners or for anybody really. So if this is uncomfortable for you, you can take a towel and tuck it under your knees. You can also double over the mat for some extra cushion, or you can use 2 mats. It's up to you. Knees will be directly underneath the hips at hip distance. Your wrists can be directly under the shoulders. If you have wrist issues, I suggest walking the hands slightly forward so that you reduce the angle that the wrist is in, okay? So finding this tabletop position, pulling the tummy in towards the spine, having a lift through the shoulder blades. And it's as if you have a string pulling from the crown of the head through the tailbone, okay? Straight, long line of energy through the spine. I'm gonna sit here for a second, take a couple breaths, learn your tabletop. And now we're gonna find some cat and cows. So we're gonna inhale. Actually, I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. All right, so inhaling, drop the belly, lift through the heart, lift through the crown of the head. Really get some extension there. Exhale, pull the tummy in and up. Lift through the shoulder blades. Release the head towards the floor. Release the tailbone. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhaling, arching the back, coming into cow pose, lifting through the heart, lifting through the crown of the head, lifting through the tailbone, dropping the tummy. Exhale, pull tummy in and up, tailbone comes down, head comes down, shoulder blades lift. Good. Couple more at your own pace with your own breath. So inhaling to cow. And your exhale brings you to cat. Inhale. Cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming to a neutral spine now. Knees will come out wide, toes will come to touch, hips come back to heels, reach the arms forward, and relax the head towards the floor. This is child's pose. So if you need help in child's pose, if something is uncomfortable in this position, you can tuck a block under your sit bones and relax like that. You can also take the other block and rest your head on that. You got options. All right, so coming into your child's pose. Taking some deep breaths here, committing to your practice. Maybe while you're here, you can rock your head back and forth, finding a nice gentle massage of the forehead, allowing the hips to open. And then we're going to look forward. And we're just going to slide our chest through so that we come onto our stomachs. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, forehead to the ground, tops of the feet are pressing into the ground, pelvis pressing into the ground. On an inhale, you're going to lift the chest, keeping the neck in line with the spine. And then exhale, slowly roll down, learning how to articulate through the spine. Inhale, do it again. Press into the hands, lift the heart up, extend up through the crown of the head. Exhale and slowly roll back down. Inhale, do it again. Roll all the way up. This is called Cobra. You can even extend the arms even further this time. Exhale, slowly roll down. Press into the hands, come back up through tabletop, back to your child's pose. Good. So we'll come back up onto all fours. We're going to tuck those toes under. Downward dog is a very standard yoga pose. It eventually becomes a resting pose. It does not feel like that for beginners. So don't worry, don't be discouraged. Don't even worry about what it looks like. Just focus on what it feels like, okay? So we're going to tuck the toes under. Walk the hands forward just slightly. Keep the hands at hip or at shoulder distance apart. We're going to pick the knees up and send the hips back first. Okay? So you're kind of like this. Then you're going to work to slowly start to straighten the legs. The legs never have to be straight. The point is a straight spine. Okay? So looking at the hands, making sure your tips are spread. You're pressing evenly into both hands. Elbow creases are pointed forward. Your shoulders are not up by the ears, but relaxing down the back. The heels are working towards the floor. They may never get there. That's okay. That's just the direction of the energy that we're sending our heels to. And now while we're here, we're just gonna bend and straighten one leg at a time. Really stretching through those calves. When you feel like you've gotten a nice little doggy walk, You're gonna start to slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, bending the knees as necessary, coming all the way to a forward fold. You can use your blocks here if you need to. This is ragdoll pose. So in ragdoll pose, our knees are bent and our torso is touching the legs. And then if you want, you can slowly start to press the tailbone up towards the sky, extending the crown of the head towards the ground, relaxed in the shoulders, relaxed in the face. Nice stretch here. Take some deep breaths into the backs of the legs. You got this. And then on an inhale, we're gonna come up to a flat back, so pressing maybe into the blocks, or you can have your hands on your shins or your thighs, but we're coming up to a halfway lift, which means a flat back. So reaching through the crown of the head, straight spine here. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and fold. And that was called monkey. So we're gonna do it again. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Reaching through the crown of the head, maybe rocking the weight into the toe, the balls of the feet. Exhale and fold. And one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Put a nice big bend in the knees. Arms fall down towards the floor. Press into the feet and roll all the way up. One vertebrae at a time. Stacking each individual vertebra until your head is the last thing to come up. Great. All right, so I might have to be back here. I have to fix the camera. Sorry, you guys. All right. Where's the link? I'm my own cameraman. All right, so we're gonna work on some of the standard standing postures. So mountain pose is generally when we would have come up, okay? So our feet are hip distance apart. Some people like feet together. I have low back issues, so my back feels better when my feet are at hip distance. But if you want your feet together, big toes touch, there's a little space between the heels. Hands are at the sides, palms out. You can close your eyes here if you would like. You are pulling energy up through the inner creases of the legs, pulling the tummy in and up so that the tailbone goes down your back. Reaching through the crown of the head, shoulders relax down and back, palms out. Recommitting to our practice, recommitting to taking care of ourselves. And we're gonna inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, grab your left wrist with your right hand, side bend over towards your right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, take your right wrist with your left hand, side bend to the left. Again, keeping the heart spiraled open towards the sky and pressing out with that outer hip. Inhale to come up. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to low back. Press the hips forward. Lift through the heart. Slight back bend. Inhale to come up. Exhale, release the arms at your side. Close your eyes. And just notice what's going on in your body. Good. All right, let's find our chair pose now. So hip distance apart, or you can have feet together. We're gonna bring the arms up overhead. We're going to sit the hips back as if we're going to sit in a chair, keeping the knees in line with each other. The weight should be in your heels. Reaching up. This is a very powerful pose. It builds heat, it builds strength. You got this. You're only here for a few seconds. Take deep breaths. On this last breath, maybe go a little deeper. Inhale, come up. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold, coming down with a flat back. Release the head. Maybe wobble it out, yes and no. Good job. Inhale brings you all the way back up. Reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right. We're going to finish this standing sequence with a tree pose. So, planting the feet, hip distance apart. Pressing evenly into all four corners of the feet. Bringing the tummy in and up. We're going to shift our weight to our right leg. And then we're going to slowly draw our left leg up onto our right leg. So you can have your foot down here like a kickstand if you're new to balancing. Or you can draw the foot to the calf. The knee is pointing out to the side. Or you can bring it all the way up to your inner thigh. Okay? The trick to balancing is finding one spot to gaze at that is unmoving out in front of you. Oops, you see, I just messed that up. It's okay to fall. It's always okay to fall in yoga. So, pressing into that bottom foot, finding that upward energy, pressing the right leg, the right thigh into the left foot and the left foot into the right thigh. Knee is opening out to the sides. Arms can come out, up, or you can keep them in prayer in front of your heart. Deep breaths here. Focusing on your balance. You're only here for one more breath. You got this. Exhale. And then on an inhale, bring the knee into your chest. Towards your chest. You can be out here, drawing the knee up towards the chest. You can flex through the foot, finding a tall stretch through those inner thighs. Exhale and oops, with control, gently set the foot down. We're gonna shimmy it out, shake it out, wiggle, and then we'll do that on the other side. So shifting our weight into our left foot now. Drawing our right foot towards the ankle, the calf, or the thigh, just never at the knee. Finding your balance, your gaze point, or your dristi, as they call it in yoga, in Sanskrit. And then find whatever arm variation you would like. The prayer center is a good beginning for tree pose. And make sure you are pressing the leg into the foot and the foot into the leg evenly. That will give you a very strong tree trunk. And maybe smile. You know, you're being really hard on yourself about your balance or about any of these postures. You're taking it too seriously. The more you practice it, the more you'll be able to do them with ease. So, just a couple more breaths here in tree pose. On an inhale, you're going to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Trying not to set the foot down. Getting a nice stretch. Oh, there we go. It's okay to fall. By the way, if you didn't notice, I'm on a boat. That was my ego talking. Anyway, holding onto that knee. Exhale with control. Set it down. Wobble out the butt. Inhale to reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Come up to your monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, walk the hands forward, coming down onto our backs. Yeah, you can see me. All right, so there's just a couple things we need to do before the end of class. So we're gonna do just a little bit of core. Okay. All right, so finding the balance between your sacrum and your sit bones. You're gonna lean back, chest lifted. Lift the feet up off the floor. You can hold on to the backs of the legs if you want to, or you can reach the arms forward. We're here for 5 breaths. You can do it. Knees in line with knee, ankle in line with ankle, foot in line with foot, all in line with the hips. Keeping the chest lifted. You can do this. Just 2 more breaths. And we're gonna hug the knees into the chest, come up out of that low back. Now it's stretchy time. So let's bring our, gotta fix the camera again. Bring our right leg out to the right. Bringing our left foot in. Your foot, your toes and your knees are all pointed up towards the sky. Inhale to reach up, lifting up through the sit bones. Exhale, twist, bringing your right hand to your left knee, left hand back behind you. Inhale brings you forward, lift up. Turn your shoulders towards your extended leg and exhale, forward fold. Now, if you find it difficult to fold with a straight spine, again, use your block, put it under your sit bones and fold that way. And it is okay to keep a bend in your knees during forward folds. Okay. Taking deep breaths into that leg. Inhale to walk the hands back up. And we're going to switch sides, bringing our left leg out to the left, bringing our right leg in, reaching up on an inhale, exhaling to twist. Bring your left hand towards your right knee, right hand back behind you, looking out over your right shoulder. Deep breath here. Inhale brings you forward, reach up. Exhale, turning your shoulders towards your extended foot and folding over that foot. Good, walk the hands back up. We're gonna bring soles of the feet together. The butterfly pose, knees are wide. And maybe you're here, that's okay. You're working, your job is to work your knees towards the floor. If you would like to go any further in this pose, forward fold over your butterfly. Recommitting to our practice, recommitting to taking care of ourselves, recommitting to healthy habits. Inhale to walk the hands back up. You can use your hands to close the legs. We're going to bring the legs straight out in front of us. Again, if you need your block, put it under your tailbone. Take a step back with each butt cheek. Literally take your hands and move each butt cheek to the side. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Once you're at your edge, then you can release the head towards the knees. Maybe noticing how you feel now versus how you felt when you started the class. Gently walk the hands back up. We're going to come down onto our backs. Drawing the knees into the chest. And take some gentle rocks back and forth, massaging out the low back. You can even just have your hands on your knees so that you can keep your sacrum on the ground and maybe trace circles around the low back, massaging out any sore spots, sending love in those places. Good. And now we're gonna take our feet to the floor, shift our hips over to the left slightly, bring our knees up to a 90-degree angle, reach our arms out in a capital T position, straight out from our shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly move the knees over to the right and down towards the floor. And then you can maybe look over your left fingertips. Inhaling, bringing the knees back to center. Placing the feet on the floor, shift the hips slightly to the right. Bring your feet back to a 90-degree angle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the hips over to the left and down towards the floor. Look out over your right fingertips. Inhale the knees back up. Center the hips. Straight spine. We're going to bring our hands alongside of our body, palms pressing down. Feet at hip distance apart. Press into the feet. Inhale. Lift the hips up towards the sky. And we're here for 5 breaths. You got this. Chin is moving away from the chest, but the chest is moving towards the chin. Hips are reaching as high as possible. Really press into the feet. Deep breaths. You got this. On your last inhale, maybe see if you can get a little higher through the pelvis. Exhale, and as slowly as possible, roll it all the way down. Good. We're going to draw our legs back up towards us. Take hold of the inside of the legs, the calves, or the feet for a happy baby. Working the knees out towards the sides, down towards the floor, opening through the hips, and maybe rocking side to side. You definitely have to smile when you're happy baby. How can you not? Maybe you want to straighten one leg at a time. Maybe you want to straighten both legs. I hope you can see these butterflies that keep flying over my head. They're very beautiful. And when you're satisfied with your happy baby, gently, with control, place the feet on the floor. We're gonna extend the legs out. Take up some space. Let the feet fall open. Take up some space with the arms. Close the eyes. We'll take one deep breath here, in through the nose, filling up from belly to chest. Hold it at the top, really sealing up that practice. And then open mouth, exhale, sigh it out, make some noise. And now we let go of control of the breath. returning to our natural breathing. Allowing ourselves to absorb our practice today. Do not skip this posture. It's called Shavasana. It's the most important posture in yoga. Allow yourself to let go completely. Om Asatoma Sagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Mrityunjaya. Om Asatoma Sagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Mrityunjaya. You can start to expand the belly, noticing the breath in the body, noticing how the body feels on the floor. Maybe you start to bring some gentle movement to your toes, to your fingers. Maybe you go ahead and give yourself a great big stretch overhead like you're waking up in the morning. And then choose a side and roll over and find a fetal position. Allowing yourself a moment to honor the mother. Honor your mother. Honor Mother Earth, or any mother figures in your life, including yourself. And then you could slowly make your way up to a seated position. We're going to finish with a short little meditation. So sitting up tall, pressing down through the sit bones, extending up through the crown of the head, shoulders are down away from the ears. Hands are gently relaxed. Remembering our commitment to our practice, our commitment to showing up for ourselves every day, recommitting to that. We'll bring our hands to prayer center in front of our heart. I recognize and acknowledge the spirit in you. I honor the spirit in you. And I pray victory to the spirit in you. Namaste, Ujjayi Bhagwan. If you would like to know the chant that I sang to you during Shavasana, that is called the Asatoma prayer, and it is just asking for this practice to lead us from darkness into light, from time-bound consciousness into the eternal state of being that we really are. I bow to you, my friends. Thank you for joining me. This is Yoga on Your Time. I am Rachel. If you liked my practice, please remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends about me and comment what you'd like to see in the future. Thanks so much, friends. Till next time.